I look at this camera lens directly, don't I? Okay, right, okay. It's hard not to look at the little screen here. Okay, right. I'm doing that. Right, okay. It's the, oh God, I can't think. It's Sunday the 1st of September, and it's the beginning of my big ride on this. This is Trigger. All we are taking with us is a change of clothes, Allen key, puncture repair outfit, 2 Allen keys, guitar, spare ones of these, tent, just a away with it, sleeping bag, wallet, lenses, Mac. And finally, the list. Equipment check sorted. I have exactly half an hour before I have to set off and try and find myself a train. That whistles are blowing, baby. Aye, 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 aye. My bone daddy, he's a midnight rider, a midnight driver, a midnight rider. My bone daddy, he's a midnight driver, and he calls himself a Rolling Stone. My bone daddy's got an old gray blanket, an old gray blanket, an old gray blanket. My bone daddy's got an old gray blanket covering up the boot of his car. We're on the road, we're on the road. Yeah, my bone daddy, he's a Rolling Stone. Aye, 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 aye. Now, I don't know if you can see, on the other side of those hills over there, behind all those houses is somewhere is Keefe, which is where we'll be setting off on Friday from the pedalo tour of the trip. If you can see that clock, it's taken us half an hour on the train. It's going to take us 3 days in the pedalo. Strange to think, before we even get there as well, we've got to cycle 200 miles to get to it. It's bizarre to think half an hour on a train, 3 days in the pedalo.
The next stop will be Crockford.
The further we go, the more I panic about how far we've got to come back. Well, here we are in Edinburgh. It's a bit windy. I've got to somehow find a place called St Giles Cathedral. Only around the corner from where I spoke to you last as well. He's just signing it there. So that's our first signature on the touch. Brilliant. We're off. It's the first road I've come across in the last half hour that seems to be going my way, so I'm going to take it rather than hang around Edinburgh too long. I'm going to go and see what's out there on the road for a bit. It's 1:45 in the morning. I'm at a place called Lancashire, which is I've done about 48 miles tonight. I'm on the car park of the local McDonald's. I'm going to hopefully head for Carlisle in the morning, which is 60 miles. It's weird. I chanced it from Edinburgh to here, and it was down a single dark road, and it was probably the most terrifying couple of hours of my life. And I found along the road I suddenly felt very, very lonely and really missed my little daughter, to the point where I was shedding a tear. It was it's been a strange journey. Good morning. I'm in the beautiful town of Selkirk this morning. It's 9 AM in the morning. Well, it's 5 to 9. We're on the road for about an hour, about 6 miles. But the wind's right in my face. The bike is very, very heavy today. I had about 4 hours sleep. When I woke up, the manageress at McDonald's, in very polite terms, told me to fuck off, basically. So it goes to show what a difference a shift makes, eh? It's driving me mad today. I've been on the road for 2.5 hours. I've done just about 14 miles. I'm shattered. The whole fucking country is just fucking hills and wind. This road's taking me ages. I can't find my legs yet. Now, check this out. We're in Hawick. We're in a town called Hawick. It looks like a great place to get pissed, and all the locals are really friendly. And we've had a guitar-related mishap in that my gig bag strap came off, and I had to hang around, and a very nice lady in a fabric shop put it back on for me. This is the old mid-roar you see over here. And this, about 150 years ago, was made up of 15 houses, and 153 people lived in those 15 houses, and they all got wiped out by plague. The chiming you're hearing is the chiming of midday at the Church of St Mary, or St Mary's Cut, because it's known around here. It's been there since about the year, well, 1000. It's about It's over 1,000 years old in one form or another. I always find churchyards very fascinating whenever I go anywhere. I don't know why. I always like to film churches. I like ones that are in the middle of nowhere as well. Now then, have a look at this. Isn't it beautiful? The reason I'm showing you is because of this. England, Scotland. England, Scotland. I don't see much difference between the two, do you? Well, worth bearing in mind. Well, this is our amazing accommodation tonight. We are in Carlisle. I'm going to go and find somewhere to eat something, preferably a kebab, and I really want a pint of Guinness, so I'm going to go and do that. I'm thinking I might get to Kendal tomorrow and then go see my mum, have some home cooked food. But that involves going over Sharp, which is one of the most evil places in the world, and I will try and film the whole thing tomorrow when we do that, because my face will be a picture. So let's log off for now. Alright. So day 3, we're still in Carlisle. It's a nice day outside and we're going to go over to Kendal today. I'm hoping to make it over to Kendal and that way we can have a day off tomorrow and have a rest day. So here we are, this is Carlisle Castle in the background there. Look at this. This is Carlisle Cathedral. And it's been here since, well, since Roman times apparently. This is the old cathedral here. I love these old gateways, you see that? That's about, what, 1500? The rest of it apparently lies 1 metre down as well. We're going to be cheeky and have a little look in. Trigger, you stay there, don't go wandering, alright? Oh, look at this. What we got here? Wow. Feel quite out of place in here. Look at the size of the organ. There's a bit of bark on that. I better get out of here before I start concerning native. I got a bit carried away by the actual atmosphere. There was a great smell of burning incense in there as well, and it really contributes to the mood. I suddenly felt really out of place in there videoing. And as I saw the organ, all I could think of was an endless obsession of Nog gags to make the size of his organ, etc. So I think we better knock off the camera in there. Hey? We're mental apparently as well. Pretty good, eh? So, we'll call it quits on that. We'll head on to the next place. What do you reckon? Freelance psychotherapists to one side. I want to try and get this in before we go as well. Now these are the walls of the old castle. Put there by Henry VIII, and I wanted to have a whinge about it. These have actually been put there in the 1800s. These are the replacements, and they pulled them down and they moved them slightly further over to accommodate the road. But Henry was a right wanker, wasn't he? I mean, I still know a lot of Irish Catholics who refer to him as the Great Satan. So I kind of like the fact that they pulled them all down. Fucked them up a little bit. This is Penrith. I've literally just got off my bike. After a really hard ride, I'm shattered. I'm trying to kid myself that I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying myself, but I'm shattered. We've got 30 miles to go before we get the rest day. But the first thing I've seen when I've arrived in Penrith is this. As soon as you get off the bike, yeah? I couldn't leave Penrith without showing you this. This is Arthur's Seat. It's an earthwork. If you look at it, you can see there's a moat going all the way around there, and a big roundy bit in the middle there. And the moat comes all the way back around this side. There's a little walkway going along it. What's it got to do with King Arthur? Absolutely bugger all. It's called Arthur's Seat. Being that I'm a bit of an expert in such matters, I can tell you it's a very old, it's much older, it's about 2,000 or 3,000 years old, this. Well, sorry, let's go for 2,000, I'm talking bollocks there, it's been a long ride. One day you've got your own manor, king of all you survey, your own castle, your own monument, and the next thing, everything you built is just a load of old cow shit. It's a cheery thought, isn't it? Okay, that's Penrith out. Next we're going to go to Shap. This is going to be a killer. This is Shap Summit that I'm standing on right now. In the shade of this tree. I think this is the height as far as it goes. I hope it's as far as it goes. Because I'm fucked. Ignore what I said back there. I don't think we're anywhere near the summit yet. I'm fucked. If I'm right, it's all downhill from here. If I'm right. This is a memorial stone to the people that did the journey along this road, along Shap, in the old days before the M6 was open. And what's nice at the bottom, it says to remember to those who built and maintained the road, and the generations of local people who gave freely of food and shelter to stranded travellers in bad weather. You sort of forget it because I've had so many people be nice to me so far, and give me things and help me out. And you forget that, you know, people do that all the time around here. It's a nice thought, isn't it? Onwards! Oh God, sometimes, I don't know, you're trying to do a bit of good and everything goes fucking wrong, doesn't it? What's that about? God, that pint is welcoming after doing Shap today. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. My iPhone is dead, which is a real problem because I've been using that to get in touch with all the guys who are running the Tringe Festival and the pedalo and everything to organise it. The light computer's dead. Old trigger's got a buckled back wheel somehow. I've got to fix that up. I also got a couple of broken spokes there actually. But for now, the only thing that I have is working is this camera. Everything else has died. I don't know what karma's doing, but it's messing me up. Oh! It is night on the same day. So I've come to the Queen's Arms in Warner. This is a wonderful place. And we're having a bit of a jam in there right now. A few people have gone home. It's been a bit late. I've not let you into it until now because I feel vaguely foolish of bringing you into this nice private community, but we're going to have a little jam for a bit, so come on in and let's see what we can find in here, shall we? There's no shame in running for a while. There's no shame in letting yourself cry. Do what you need to get by. Don't let your bad blood rise. Now the world's got enough of its own shit. Not two people and more to live. Go on your way, baby, look goodbye. Just let your bad blood run dry. You're an eye for an eye. We'll leave this world blind. An eye for an eye. Leave this whole world blind. We're on day 4, which is Thursday now. We're about half a mile outside of Milnthorpe on the bike. The trigger is currently enjoying a few broken spokes and the guitar strap has died again, so the journey is going to be fun, but it's only 8 miles long. And along the way, look who we run into on the way. This is Tak.
Good afternoon.
This is the man who's brought the pedalo, which you see behind us here, which we'll be launching first thing tomorrow morning at Cheerfield Mariner. But before that, we have to get there and have a gig. So, the torch is ready, the bike is ready, my knees are fucked, and we've got about 8 miles to go. That's the M6 north. Behind those hills. Over there. Where we've come from, all down there. And that stretches off in the distance to where we started off. Where it'll join the A7 and then go back up to Edinburgh. But if we look over here, I'm going to see if I can do this. I'll put on the handlebars and not getting ourselves killed as we go. If we have a little look up here, and the dodgy front wheel, and The wheel with that smoke on the back. Here we are at Longlands, where we will be doing a gig tonight. And if we pop in, tricky riding with the camera. And that is how you cycle 180 miles from Edinburgh to Cheetfield Mariner with a guitar on your back and a knackered old racer. Cheers.